Alright guys, we're picking up right where we left off from the 0 to 60 video. I guess this is part 2, have you? But it's just going to be a motovlog. I didn't want to combine the two because I'm sure for research purposes people just want to see the 0 to 60 time in a video by itself. So now I'm going to ride around a little bit and just have some fun. And hopefully make an entertaining motovlog for you guys. So since this is a new video, I hope you guys are having a great day. It is still sunny here in Oregon, as it was in the last video, because it's the same day. I wouldn't expect the weather to change that much. So I know some of you guys probably follow me for the Corvette content as well, so I'm going to give you guys an update on the C8 Corvette, some news for you guys. The pricing was just announced. Like I expected, the price was going to be $59,900 because it's under $60,000. The C7 started at $56,900, I believe. So I didn't really expect the C8 to start any lower than $59,900. So that includes the destination charges. That's the 1LT base package. No special options on the car. The 2LT is a big jump. It jumps to like $67,000, which I believe is a bigger jump than the C7 was. Like I said, the C7 started at $56,900. And the 2LT, I think, went to like 61, somewhere around there. Ow! Stupid bug. That was a heavy bug. Bug almost gave me a concussion there. Jeez. So anyways, like I was saying, I think the C7 only jumped about $5,000 in price from 1LT to 2LT. I don't remember the price jump from the 2LT to 3LT, but I know the C8 is going to be from $67,000 to $72,000. So, I don't know, I kind of expected this. I wish that they were able to make the price gap between the trim levels and all the different options a little bit smaller, but I guess when you have a new platform you have to make a profit somewhere. So with all these options, the C8 Corvette can definitely reach over $80,000 fully spec'd out, which when you think of it, it's still a good performance bargain, but might not be as much of a bargain as they expected. Alright, so that's your C8 Corvette news update. I think that bug just flew off my helmet or wherever it was. So now that we're talking about new and exciting things, or I guess new things, kind of exciting, just kind of want to talk about what my dream motorcycle garage would be. I have a whole separate automotive garage, dream garage, that I would enjoy having. So I guess you can consider this future plans if you want to, but it's also just my dream motorcycle garage. So next year, Yamaha's coming out with the Tenere 700. think around the end of summer or something like that. And that is definitely on the list. I would really like to get that because it's going to be a lightweight adventure bike, 450 pounds. So you're going to be able to do all the fun stuff that I do on the KLX, but you're going to have more power. So that's going to be super fun. I really want to try and get one of those. I think that would be a cool addition to have on the channel. And when you kind of think about it, I guess 450 pounds kind of seems heavy compared to the KLX. The KLX is right at 300. But 450 for a big bike doesn't seem that bad, considering that one of my other options that I would like to do would be a scrambler type build. And when you turn a street bike into a scrambler, they end up being around 400 pounds anyways. So if you can get an adventure bike for 450 pounds, then that's all the better, because you'll have more suspension travel and ground clearance. And another thing that's super interesting, well, actually exciting, is that the Tenere 700 is going to have the same motor as the MT-07, and that's one of the motorcycles I would want to turn into a scrambler, so that's even better. As of right now, the internals are to remain the same on the Tenere 700's motor. Nothing is supposed to be changed there. Of course, they're going to probably do some tuning, whether it be ignition or fuel, but that's going to be really exciting. Alright, and my next bike that I would like to have would be a ZX14, because I think it would be really cool to do a drag bike build. And the ZX14 is just a good platform to start with, because I wouldn't want to do an H2 because it has a short wheelbase and you'd have to stretch it, and if it doesn't come stretched from the factory, it doesn't really look that good, in my opinion. So the ZX14 is already stretched a bit. Of course, if you'd want to go faster and get down into the 8s, you probably want to stretch it even more, but to get into the 9s with the ZX14, you probably wouldn't need to stretch it, and it'd still be really fast. I also like the ZX14 because, from what people say about it, it's really comfortable. It smells like somebody burning oil. Anyways, from what I've heard, the ZX14 seems really comfortable, and of course it'd be a powerful street bike to have, but I wouldn't want to ride it on the street too much, because on motorcycles anyways, I wouldn't be much of a fan of going too far over triple-digit speeds, or too much over those speeds on a public roadway on a motorcycle, because, to say as least as possible, I know how quickly things can go south in a car, and I'm not really sure if I want to take that chance on a motorcycle. So if I had a ZX14, I'd want it to be more like a track bike. Of course, I would still ride it on the street a little bit. I just wouldn't want to be doing crazy things like going 200 miles an hour on a public road. Do it with Dan. ZX14 would be a fun bike. You'd get the power, and it'd be comfortable. It'd allow me to expand my riding radius away from the city a bit, because there's some nicer areas out in the gorge here in Oregon. The Vista House, you can look it up, or just cruising through the gorge, or even down south you can go down I-5 and get into some nicer areas. But the main thing would be doing a drag build. My car, all the parts were done to it, all the modifications were done to it before I really started putting an effort into YouTube, so you didn't really get to see the whole build happen. You get to see the result, but you don't get to see, oh whoa, what is that? I have to look at this. We have a Pantera here. That is really cool. You do not get to see these every day. They just released a new one. Get a quick walk around for you guys. This is really cool. Didn't expect to see this on the side of the road. I have a list of cars on my phone that I would want to have someday, and it just so happens that this is one of them on my list. That's a super cool car. Anyway, so you didn't get to see much of the Corvette stuff being built. You get to see the results right now. I do have one update video to make. I got a stall put in it last year, but I haven't been drag racing with it yet. So without the stall, it ran like an 11.7, which is pretty good for street tires, considering that you aren't able to hook up very well on your 60-foot. And also, when you got to third gear, since I have 4-speed, that gear was kind of long, so stall kind of helps it stay in its power band and keep it moving. But anyways, the ZX14 would be a drag build, or some sort of build that you would be able to follow besides the KLX here. And you guys, I would also be able to take that to the track along with my Corvette. I want to drag race my Corvette more. I just need to get a transmission cooler put on it, because with the stall, transmission temps when you're pushing it can get to around 230, and since it's my daily driver, I don't want to be wearing out the transmission and putting a lot of heat through the vehicle, so I need a transmission cooler. But after that, I can start doing more fun things with it. I just gotta have a reserve for tires, because when you have fun on a car, tires wear out pretty quickly. So I currently have Michelin's on the car. If somehow Michelin's watching this and you want to sponsor me, go ahead and hit me up. Always got to put that out there. So the ZX14's one thing on my list. Another thing is a scrambler build. I'd like to have a Harley, like I've said in a few videos. A street 750 would be good. High ground clearance, not much suspension travel, but wouldn't be a super heavy off-roader, just for dirt roads and light trails. And I would be able to get further out off-road on that, but with the Tenere 700 coming out next year, I would definitely be able to do it on that. So that's my dream garage. Let me know down in the comments what your dream garage would be, as well as what your opinions are of my dream garage. So we're gonna head to one spot here where I recently found that's pretty fun to be messing around on. After that, we're gonna head back. Hopefully nothing interesting happens on the way back this time. Hopefully people are keeping their eyes open. But you as a rider yourself also have to keep your eyes open. Alright guys, here we are back again. I realized that when I went under this overpass last time, it was a missed opportunity. Not this time. So there's a little bit of off-the-road stuff that we can get into over here, but even if there's not a lot, there's still some parking lots, and it's just a nice area. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I made this video after the 0 to 60 video, so it's the same day as that video. And I tried to make it entertaining. I didn't expect to see that Pantera, because you don't get to see those very often. So, like I said, let me know down in the comments what your dream garage is. What do you think of the motorcycles I listed in my dream garage? Are you guys interested in seeing some of those things? Also, don't forget to share the video. Give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe for more KLX content and Corvette content. We still have that on the channel. With all that being said, join the club, and I'll see you in the next one.
I stand 10 toes down, AK-47 with 100 rounds. Bullet cases hit the ground, got me running and gunning until the drum runs out.
Alright guys, here we are after the outro. Hopefully nothing interesting happens this time. I'm on the same road as the last after outro credits, whatever thing, whatever scene you want to call it. I see the popo up there, but it's all good. We're following all the rules. Well, I think I am. I'm sure there's something that he could make up that I wasn't following. Oh wow, there's two of them. Alright, pull on the clutch. Be as quiet as possible. This guy should give people in the intersection a ticket because they're blocking the intersection. Like Rob Super Speeders, or Rob Ferretti, as some of you might know him. He said something that's kind of true at times. If the police were really out there to help, they would do all the simple things such as pulling people over for blocking intersections or other things, not just looking for money for stupid little things like going 5 over the speed limit, or I don't want to say window tint because window tint kind of relates to their safety, but Looks like I am surrounded by the police here. They're testing me, guys. They're testing me. My speedometer is overrated by I think 10%, so really don't know what speed I'm going right now. So I'll stick around 35, 34, considering that that's about 10%. As of right now, I'm being boxed in by police. One cop should be behind me, one cop's in front of me. I guess since we had that little encounter with the police officers, the comment can go ahead and be 5-0 on my 6. And so now the video is officially over. I'll see you guys in the next one.